Hello, friends. Welcome to another PSI Team Meetup. I'm here with friends, and we got a couple things to talk about. A lot of important things. As a matter of fact, some of the topics that we're going to discuss is our PSI Patreon and why the F you should be supporting it, our YouTube channel and its connections to They Fly and the PSI Patreon, PSI FAQ and Help Desk that has finally been completed, PSI Raise website rework, minor crypto update, new members versus old members, changes to come, delegation, shared workloads, smoothing rules, detailed explanation of the groups, how to get in and how to stay in. And of course, WhatsApp participation versus activity and versus inactivity. Okay, so cool. I'm just going to jump right to it. Immediately, starting with this one right here, WhatsApp participation versus activity versus inactivity. I want to verify this so nobody gets. You don't need to be necessarily. You don't need to necessarily be participating in WhatsApp 24/7. But if you're not, then you need to be doing something else. So, a good example of this would be Melissa. Now, Melissa was very active a couple months ago in the WhatsApp chats, and she's not that active now. However, Melissa's still actively showing up every single week to moderate all the shows, and she also moderates the They Fly blog as well. So she's still doing something. And in this case today, this week, sorry, we let go Eden and Anthony. Anthony's was a little misunderstanding, but he was not being active, mainly because he didn't really know to be. So we'll
mainly because he was told not to be.
Right. So we'll skip Anthony and we'll mainly focus on Eden, just for the sake of everybody getting it. All right. This is only for observational purposes. I wish Eden all the best in his life and whatever he chooses. However, Eden was in our group. And
Sorry.
Eden was in our group and he did not do anything. I don't even think he talked. Well, he talked like on the first day. See, the problem with this is that we don't want freeloaders. We don't want people that's doing nothing here. I mean, we're not going to do that. And it's the same thing with anybody coming in to study, the teaching and stuff. That's great. We have platforms to do that, but a major part of being here is working. You have to be doing something, and there's many opportunities here. There's the creations of all sorts, the VR, the They Fly blog, the forums, our forums now, which Severus is now in charge of, General Severus, to expand our forums. Congratulations to you, although you now have a huge workload on your shoulders. So that's the point. There's always work involved. You always have to be doing something, participating in some way. Inactivity and complacency means that you let go. Even if you have to show up at the meditation sessions, at least do that. At least do something. At least participate in something, and then we can figure out how to properly insert you into your role or where you have to be. Some people that were very active before, and certain things in life, their work, their job, their family, their kids, whatever. Anything that's going on, let people know, particularly me, Krista, Roland, let us know what the heck is going on so we know what to do. All right? Now, next thing to move on to here is actually the biggest topic that I wanted to talk about today, and that's to do with the PSI Patreon and why the F you should be supporting it. Now, guys and girls, we want to do stuff, right? Cool. And, we have things in progress like crypto fund and crypto tradia and, other things as well, books and creations. And, these are very good things. However, you need to let trees grow. You can't be picking from those trees all the time. We have costs. We have a lot of costs. We have costs for our domains, sorry, because we own multiple websites. We have costs for, different web hosts, costs for SEO that we need to start implementing, costs for marketing, Office 365, a bunch of other stuff that I will be missing because I don't know all of them. And thankfully, Nick here will be helping with the operating costs. So if there's any operating costs that you think our collective might need in order to perform what it needs to perform, please let Nick know. Thank you very much, because by Monday I would like to try to fix up the Patreons and get them in order, fix up the rewards and all that stuff. So please let Nick know the operating costs that you think does matter. One of them does include Feed Robin and Feed Jed, which I'm being fully transparent with you guys about right now, because some of us here have other things that we work on, but some of us don't. This is a 24/7 thing for us. This is our job. This is what we do. This is our work here. All right. So there's a bunch of operating costs, and all of that will be fully disclosed. We'll get into all of that. Hopefully we can grow that, because ideally speaking, if we can have this stuff arranged, then we can be using our Office 365 for other operations. Crypto Tradia included, a bunch of other operations. The Patreon is very important. I am not talking about the Dayfly Patreon. I'm talking about the PSI Patreon, our Patreon. We need to have lifeblood to be able to do the things that we want to do. I mean, we're trying to expand into VR at this point. After this meeting, I'm supposed to meet with a composer that's going to be working on the virtual reality project with us, Daldrin. Hopefully, I can bring him into the group. Very nice guy. We'll see how it goes. But speaking of that, which goes into our other topic here, which is new members versus old members and the changes to come. Very important. I really hope you guys had time to read Krista and my document on the forums with the frequently asked questions, the crash course for new members. I really hope you guys had time to read it. If not, I hope that you do, because that explains a lot of things, especially with new people coming in. You got the history, you got everything about PSI that you need to know. It's there, plus my interview. And there's an important thing to understand. We might not use WhatsApp forever, but we are using it now. And WhatsApp tends to be extremely efficient at what it does. And guys, you gotta understand what's created here at PSI is a very amazing friggin' thing. And I'm really personally done whoring it out or wasting my time with jokers. All right? Now, this is an information speedway. Even with other spiritual study groups and stuff. I'm hearing myself echoing, by the way. Anyways, so even with other spiritual study groups and stuff like that, there's not that they don't meet up like multiple times a week. They don't have access to a 24/7 information speedway with like growth and stuff. They meet like once a month, like twice a month or something, if even. So that alone, let alone our crypto channel, which Tim, thank you very much. Nick, thank you very much. Robin, thank you so much. Thank all the three of you. And everybody else that contributes, everybody contributes in their own way. That channel alone is worth like a $499 subscription. Like, come on. This is a place where higher learning, higher knowledge is available. And we really need to stop hoping for that, because that's what it is. And we need to become that and respect what we have. So very important. And something to note is that anybody that wants to get into the standard WhatsApp information groups are going to have to pay a flat $10. And if they want to get into the crypto room, they're going to have to pay even more. And to get into certain channels, like let's say Crypto Tradia, which is a work development channel, you're going to have to get into the crypto channel and then go into Crypto Tradia. I'm not going to say everything here just for the sake of time, but all that information is available on the forum. The link is there. It's in announcements. Check it out. Everything is available for you there. Okay. And this one right here. The right, Siray's website rework. This one is long overdue. The Siray's website has been in use for a while, for many years actually. And with the changes, with the changes to Patreon, now we're gonna have to kind of remodel it in a sense. So if anyone has any ideas or any contributions that they would like to add to it, based on what we have become now, because in the past we didn't really have that much, we didn't have that many connections and knowledge, expertise, and tools and so forth, but we do now. And we're gonna relaunch the Siray's website, spliff it up and everything. And forums right now is the most active part. I mean, Severin has been growing it very well. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that.
For God's sakes.
So yeah, let's move a second here to Crypto Tradia. Tim, update us, shall you?
Yeah, there's been quite a lot going on with Crypto Tradia. Also, like you guys probably noticed the internal page redesign is finally completed, so it's live now on the site. With of course coming a lot of new bugs and stuff. So please report those bugs if you do find them. And then we've also been working on our sales, and we struck a pretty good deal with a promotional company, affiliate network, that is supposed to do a test run the coming week. And they wanted to start off slow at 700 sales a week, which is going to be pretty interesting to see if we can even handle that amount of sales. But it means it's really starting to grow now, Crypto Tradia. And so far, the content and the signals and all, it's been going very well. Like, thank you, Robin. Is Robin even in here, by the way?
No, he's not. He's too drunk.
All right, when he sobers up, thank you, Robin. Thank you, Nick, and everyone else that has been supporting or helping us. Daniel as well, by the way, of course. And Jed for helping me with the G7 content, man. I've been that's being set up right now as well. Our G7 content.
Tim, can you tell them a little bit about the G7, like what it's about?
So the G7 is a global summit. I think most of you know about it, but it has a really big reach. Basically, everyone in the crypto community right now is watching the politics and regulations to see what's going to happen to crypto space. How it's going to be affected. And the next upcoming conference or summit basically is going to be the G7, and we are sponsoring a big deal of the magazine right there. The G7 is on the 8th of June, and we will have 4 pages of content featuring the book Jet wrote, and also Crypto Tradia, of course, itself. So that will be really, really beneficial for Crypto Tradia to be seen as some kind of authority company in the crypto space, because you can't just land on the G7 just like that if you're some shady scam business, which seems to be our reputation to some guys right now. So I hope the G7 will really help us with that. And that's it, basically.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Tim. I want to say that.
Are you guys just gonna skip me like that?
What?
You're gonna skip me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you have anything to add? I don't think so.
Yeah, I have some stuff to add.
Did I miss something?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right. For God's sakes, why is this only letting me share one part of my screen? Can everyone see my screen?
Oh, yeah, we can. Very nice.
Okay. Can you focus on the left one over here? I don't know why it's like.
No, that's yours, bro. That's on you. It's okay. Just show us what you gotta show us.
All right. So first of all, oh God.
That is really trippy. All right.
Inception. Sorry, guys. I only see black here.
It's okay.
You only see black?
Focus on the point. Focus on the point, Mike.
Yeah, there's nothing on this thing.
Oh God. Why can't? You know, I don't like Hangouts. I'm sorry.
It's okay. What is it that you want to share with us?
All right. Can everyone see the Excel spreadsheet on the left-hand side?
Yes.
All right.
Zoom in a little bit if you can. Make it bigger.
No, lovely. Hangouts won't allow that.
It's all right.
Hangouts is really cool. So basically, you can see we have a X certain amount of parameters. The reason why Tim said that it was going to be really, really tricky to start out here, basically, with Crypto Tradia's new billing method is due to the way the billing method is set up, where basically, we charge $1, and then the affiliate pushes us a sale. We owe him $35 at that point. And we don't rebill the customer until 3 days later. So as you can see, by day 3, ignore this column over here. We're trying to fix this. But as you can see, by over here, by day 3, we're actually negative $10,200. by day 4, we're negative $9,700, which is what we technically owe to the network, which we don't have because we don't start rebilling until the 3rd day. So when Tim says it's going to be really tricky, that's why it's going to be really tricky. That's why we're holding off on paying people right now, because we simply are so fucking negative. It's not even funny. And we're trying to rework a billing method. We're trying to come up with anything that could possibly work, maybe adjusting it to a 24-hour billing cycle, like how can we not get fucked by the influx of traffic that these assholes want to send us, because they don't want to just send us a little bit of traffic. 700 sales a week is a little bit of traffic to them. And it's incredibly stressful. So, yeah, so they've already sent us a couple sales today. We're trying to rework a figure, like I just mentioned. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. And I just wanted to share that. That is some of the struggles that we're going through right now. And that's why we really appreciate everybody who's contributing and helping out and understanding the specific scenario that Crypto Tradia is in right now. So thank you, everybody, for contributing and being a strong force backing Crypto Tradia. Yeah. So
Wait, so Tim, that guy who said he was going to give you the 700 sales a day, that's already gone through? He's already gone through with that? Okay.
Yes, he's pushing right now as we speak.
we have a couple sales already.
Right now.
All right.
So yeah, the coming week is just going to be going to be pretty interesting, because we're basically losing out on the first billing. So the first $40 that we receive is almost entirely going to the costs of getting that sale. And where we start making money is on the 2nd month and the 3rd month.
Day 24, we break even. Almost
exactly
positive $300. By day 60, we're making about almost $20,000 a day.
The ideal situation, of course, but
okay. Thank you very much for sharing that, actually, Mike. And of course, we support crypto. It's PSI's hand in it, for crying out loud. So of course, we want to make sure that it's successful, and we support it. And it's okay. Just keep pushing and remain confident.
All right. So if this is already being pushed out, I'm gonna write an article today when I can, and whoever else can write articles for this, I would advise that, and maybe Robin can do a signal too. If we're pushing all these sales, we got to get them to come back. So
yeah,
exactly.
Content out there and others.
Retention for sure. If we can't rebuild them the 2nd time for the $40, we're not earning anything from a customer like that. So
yeah, if things pick up there, then we might need more hands actually writing articles over there. The good part about the articles is it relates to trading and stuff like that, which happens to be. It's really good to write about that stuff. You guys can read my book as well. I mean, I implemented things in the teaching into that book because trading kind of teaches you that, to be patient and stuff. So, yeah, as the sales and stuff like that pick up, hopefully that's what we're aiming for. Mike and Tim, you guys let us know if you need more hands, okay? Based on whatever happens.
And to touch on what Tim said, the reporting bugs. Also, if you notice anything that you think could make the interface better, or especially our content publishers, such as Daniel, if you're posting an article and while you're posting an article you run into something interesting on the new interface, or you feel like something could be better, please let us know.
Let me just ask one thing about that, because I noticed the last time I did an article that, you know what I'm talking about with the word split, that was still there. Is that going to be fixed?
Yes, we actually have a ticket open for that right now. That's getting fixed. And internally, once you open the signal or the article, it's already fixed. It's just on the meta descriptions that the problem still exists.
Okay. Are images still going to be an issue as far as like articles and stuff go? Because I noticed it doesn't like some images, and others it'll be fine.
That is an ongoing challenge that we will continue to deal with.
Please fix that. All right. But okay, just give it time, be patient, and it'll all come, right? Very glad about the progress over on that end. That's very good. I do want to talk about our YouTube channel that we just opened up. We're actually going to be releasing a lot of videos through it, including Pat that's here right now. Pat is actually making a meditation video for PSI, which I had the privilege to listen to earlier, and I wanted to just get lost in it. Very beautiful stuff. Very happy about that. As a matter of fact, the PSI YouTube channel is open to all of our creators, and that's where, Robin, as you are listening to this, that's where you'll start releasing the VR videos. I want to start getting publicity for that, slowly but surely. We're all increasing our skill and stuff, Nick as well. But the PSI YouTube channel is going to become a very prominent force for a lot of our media, and that could also include videos for crypto trading as well. For everything, all right? Just think beyond that. We have our own YouTube channel now. We can also be releasing exclusive videos for our Patreon and for They Fly Patreon, so keep that in mind. Also, another extremely huge thing is we're supposed to be republishing Goblet of Truth through the PSI Publishing House probably this month. I say probably because there's so much stuff to do this month, between all the different websites to create and stuff. There's a lot to do, and you guys got to understand that our team, really, everybody that I know right now that's working is working in all different departments, so everyone is very taxed at the moment. So we'll see if we can release Goblet of Truth. The great benefit to if we can release Goblet of Truth is for, of course, attracting possible new members that would actually want to work to a higher level. Goblet of Truth can receive a lot of viral attention across the globe, so there's a lot of different channels set up for that. That might be a very big book that we get out there. We'll see how it goes. And last but not least, all right, this one relates mainly to that's it for the day. We managed to get that done in less than 30 minutes. So does anyone else have anything they want to add?
I mean, I'm curious about the VR project, but I don't really have any specific questions. Just
Ask something. Just what's on your mind about it? What do you want to know?
I'm just like, okay, so what aspect are we going into the games part of it first, or like, because there's very many different aspects of VR that can be touched on.
Okay, actually we are. It's gonna be practically a game, but not necessarily slash 'em up, shoot 'em up kind of game. What's happening at first? What's happening at first is that you're gonna, from what I understand, you're gonna be able to enter into a room, move around into it, and meditate in it. So at first it's starting like that, but as time goes on and as the skills increase, it has to do a lot with the coding and stuff like that as well, then we'll be able to have more interactivity. But it is going in the direction of games, of, shall we say, games that are more interactive, right? As it stands right now, you can already kind of do that meditation stuff that we want. As we go forth in time, and this is why, Robin, as you watch this, you really need to start releasing the videos more, because we can't have it that private. We need at least our team to see what the heck is going on. And Robin will explain a little more to you after he sees this video. But that is the direction, and I know you're thinking of War of the Elements.
Of course.
We're gonna be able to do that eventually, my friend. And
well, I'm not thinking of like that exact thing, which it inspires when I think of the VR.
I'm thinking of one of the.
We could.
For those of you who don't know what that is, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ian. Go ahead.
Yeah, we could start with a sort of VR sandbox or chat room, some creational.
Right.
So
like Second Life, better.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good idea. I'm really glad that Robin also showed up just in the time that we're talking about VR. Yeah, we're kind of trying to start with something like that because we don't want to. We want to make something unique, something different.
Oh, you start with that, and you have the framework to build anything you want on it.
Exactly. So that's why we're kind of starting with that sandbox thing at the moment, right? And, I mean, one of the cool ideas that I was thinking is some of the characters from our books and comics and stuff can appear. Like you can see Dusk, you can see Jivel or forget Alexia, for crying out loud. We can make characters and we can make them look really good now. I mean, you guys already know about the stuff that you saw with Daz and the project that we're doing with Sion Nova.
Is there a specific platform that allows us, like
that's what I was gonna ask.
VR, like a VR builder that we're using?
We're using the Unreal Engine. Nick, Yeah, and Robin will be able to explain this best here. But we're actually using the Unreal Engine at the moment, and we're using DAZ 3D as well. And the combination. Oh, we're also using Blend. We're using a bunch of engines at the moment. But the different platforms, I know that it will be available for what, Oculus Rift or something. We'll have to find all that stuff out. Robin and Nick will be the ones to
And
deliver that information better than
How does all that tie back to that one cryptocurrency-based site that we're talking about?
GNT. GNT is a super.
Yeah.
So these things, because of their rendering, require a lot of computing power. So stuff like GNT helps out a lot with that. All right, GNT cryptocurrency. I'll go ahead and I'll link that after we're done here, so you guys can find out a little more about what that is about. The column.
So Jay, you said you used the VR with the tied it to Cyan Nova somehow, like, cause I'm like thinking how cool it would be just to have like a brief scene to promote books that we write or something, you know?
You're damn right about that. That's why
Yeah.
we're going to be able to make films and stuff like that, and at least trailers at the very least. One of the things that Robin was thinking about for Cyan Nova is that people will be able to see inside the base. We'll have a link in the book, and people can click it, and they could actually like look around inside the Cyan Nova base. And we'll be able to have characters there as well. It's going to be really cool shit. Like this is stuff that we dreamed about when we were kids, Mike. Right?
Yeah, I'm looking at these Oculus Rift headsets. Dear God, I gotta buy one.
Yeah,
This looks so
imagine
fucking
that, and it's like PSI, like PSI presents, and then we'll even have our own friggin'
cool.
riffs at that point.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can free trial it.
we'll get into that. But the bottom line is that this has, this is the thing that I'm extremely excited about, because it takes our creativity to a whole new level and allows us to do way more than we ever anticipated. But anyways, that being said, we're going to cut off the broadcast here. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. See you later.